Last time on the Adventures of Gaia, stationed in Kev, a bustling core city, the circus had some downtime, giving the performers the opportunity to go to the top of the city for some entertainment. Everyone tried their hand at gambling at the Dice Hole. The party spied Royd, meeting an odd stranger, and Krillin intercepted the pair.
Royd, where have you been? We've been looking everywhere for you.
Okay, you see, they both kind of freeze. The guy's hands immediately go to his pistols and just kind of looks at you. Well, yeah, I just been here. And he kind of flicks his arm off your shoulder.
Are you going to introduce me to your friend?
Okay, the guy just kind of tips his hat and walks off. This is not my friend. You're not my friend either. F*** off. He walks away.
Oh, no need for such vulgarity, and I do a little quick step up beside him and just walk with him back into the game hall.
He goes, seriously, dude. Okay, he goes, the magic comes out at you.
Just tuck out of the way.
Okay, roll dodge. You need a critical.
Oh, lovely. Just a regular success.
Okay, you don't take any damage, but he goes, the blue wave hits you square in the chest. You go flying back about 8 feet and go, kind of fall on your back. You hit some people, some drinks get spilled. One of the floating waitresses goes, hey!
Can I roll agility to see if I fall less awkwardly or coordination?
Sure, okay. Roll agility, yeah.
Yeah, I got 33 out of 80.
Okay, because you kind of not grab, any wrong parts or anything. As you're getting up, you kind of get up and you kind of are able to get up without bracing yourself on anybody. You just kind of somehow get your feet underneath you and kind of stand. Okay, people are like, what? Oh my God, I was winning at slots. How dare you? The woman says. Her little fox thing goes up, starts growling at you.
Okay, so Aurora's on a chair. They came out and I think, right, just magic Krillin.
Oh, really?
I stand up and I start flirting with the lady who was yelling at me.
Okay. All right. Suddenly you hear this. Violence
looks like I've already fallen for you.
Not be tolerated. Okay, you see this. He goes, I'm not done here yet. Okay, there's a yellow beam, and Royd's transported out. Krillin, you're transported out. And all of the circus crew is transported out.
What?
All right, then.
You find yourselves on the street in front of the dice hole.
Wait, what's going on? What?
I'm not terribly sure what just happened. Hello, everyone.
Wait, is Roy there?
Mm-hmm. Not looking quite miffed.
Is the dude there?
The dude he was talking to?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
But Magnus is there, Ruja is there, Dos is there, Harry's there, Frank's there, of the two girls he was with are there. Frank's like, hey, come on, man, I was winning. What the hell's going on?
Droid,
Dude!
perhaps you should try some meditation.
You and your freaks stay away from me. Ruja, keep your freaks away from me. Okay, he storms off.
Very nice.
I blow
I
him a
really
kiss.
don't like him.
Magnus says, I don't understand what quite happened.
No, I know. We weren't doing anything.
Okay, you see the two, the giant bouncers wearing black suits and white shirts and black ties. They have black sunglasses. One's got dark chocolate skin and earpieces. The other one has blue skin. Bald walks up and says, that one speaks, says, hey, you guys, get out of here.
Okay.
Yes, we don't get to.
I'm sure there's been some misunderstanding, my friend.
Says, yeah.
I may have been part of a kerfuffle, but my friends here were doing nothing important.
Blue stuff starts blowing around his hand. He says, yeah, keep talking.
Well, everybody's really mean in this place.
Maybe we could go to somewhere.
Ooh, Stacy.
Stacy. That was a thing. Stacy.
Ruja will distribute her profit to the bums, so it's 20,000 core credits was her profit out of this. So,
Me too.
like 1,000 to whoever. Every person that she sees until she reaches 20.
Yeah, that'll get them some food for a few days and maybe even some lodging for a few days.
Yeah, something.
1,000 core credits on the top of the pyramid would take about 1 second to spend.
Yeah.
1,000 core credits in the warrants would take 2 or 3 days to spend.
Yeah.
So
Ooh, who's more
they're
needy?
pretty impressed. They're like, wow, okay. They run off. So one robot's like, oh, thank you. It rolls off.
Could I commit this bouncer's face to memory?
Which one? The chocolate colored one or the blue
The
one?
one that was threatening me.
That's the blue one.
Yeah.
Sure. He looks like essentially out of character. He looks like a guy, a big, like beefy version of like a guy. Cross Dwayne the Rock Johnson and the Blue Man Group with sunglasses. That's what he looked like.
So I'm gonna slowly walk away, and then I'm gonna sneak to just disappear from everybody real quick.
Okay. All right. You all filter out. Ruja goes to
Contributes her winnings.
help people. Okay. What'd you roll for sneak?
5.
Okay, you kind of filter off. I take it you're going to double back and cause some trouble. Is this what you're trying to do?
No, I just wanna double back, and I'm just gonna wait a little bit and see when he goes on break.
Okay. All right. Okay, you're standing behind a large garbage kind of receptacle where bots are flying in and out, like depositing garbage in and flying out, and you feel a presence behind you. Okay, it's Magnus.
Oh, hello.
Hello. He smiles. He says, "What? Are you inspecting this garbage receptacle?"
No, I was simply contemplating my own thoughts.
He says, "Oh, I apologize to break you from your reverie."
I appreciate that. Now, if you will, I would like to get back to it.
He says, "Oh, of course. Well, I believe we're all going back now. It's been quite late. It has been quite late, actually. The vans are coming to pick you guys all up now."
Would I be able to get? Would I know how to get back by myself?
Sure. If you have the money for a cab to get down back to where the circus is, yeah.
I still have 4,000 credits, so
4,000 credits would probably not be enough to get back there.
You're taking Goober.
taking Cooper.
Magnus looks at you and he says, Mr. Krellin, I'm not entirely sure what you're planning, but vengeance is the weakest form of power.
Oh, who said anything about vengeance, my good man?
It says, not I.
Well, then
Perhaps-
we have an understanding.
He says, I don't mean to get in your business, but perhaps it'd be a good idea if we all go back. Take it from someone who's had some run-ins with the law.
Well, as I
Krellin,
said, I was just
take
contemplating my
Magnus's
own
friendly
thoughts. So
advice?
if it is time to leave, it is time to leave. And I start walking to where the vans are.
You walk towards the vans. Magnus walks towards the vans. Okay, they come down. Okay, Royd is already there. He goes, he gets one of the van. Frank gets in with the girls. He's like, oh, all right. They're all partying. They're all like plastered. Okay, Harry looks to you. Ruja says, well, thanks, darling. It's been fantastic having a pretty girl on my arm just for one night.
You deserve it.
He smiles. And he tries to use CE to see if kissing you on the cheek would be appropriate. He makes his CE.
Okay, so yeah, Rouge is fine with that.
Okay, he just
She has a soft spot for Harry.
Okay, he gives you a friendly kiss on the cheek, and he kind of motions you to go into the van. Mm-hmm. Magnus is there. Aurora says, "Shall we?" Mm-hmm. Krellin walks up, not looking. How does Krellin look? A little miffed.
No.
His normal self, smiling, charming, in that debonair, weird way.
Well, was everyone else's visit to the top ring as eventful as my own?
Well, nobody else got shoved into a waiter, if that's what you're thinking.
Well, that's your loss.
Perhaps.
I almost won the dice hole.
Oh, I'm sure you did. That would have been exceptionally exciting if you were to be the grand winner.
Are we in the vehicle?
If you want to file in, you're all filing in now, yeah.
Is Stinky Royd with us?
No, Royd and Frank and the rest of the people are in the other van. You guys are in this van with Harry.
Oh, okay. Is Harry part of our group?
Kind of.
Okay.
Harry is all over the place.
Is he friendly with Royd?
No. You've never seen Harry speak with Royd. You've never seen really anyone in the circus speak with Royd.
Okay.
Royd is somewhat of a loner, but as I mentioned a few episodes ago, he's tolerated and even given a wide berth because he's so talented, and he does carry a lot of the circus. Okay, the doors go. The AI says, "All right, everyone, seatbelt on, get ready to fly." The AI start flying off.
Who do you think he was meeting with? And why is he so mad? And why did he get kicked? Why? Well, I know I got you kicked out, Krellin. No offense. But why would we get kicked out?
Perhaps it is the policy of the casino that any troublemakers are simply removed.
It's
How are we
probably the
troublemakers?
policy of the syndicate that any associations of troublemakers get removed, and anybody making money, which we were.
Oh.
Okay, the AI
I do
goes,
apologize for spoiling your fun.
The AI says, driving the van. The van literally kind of shakes and says, "Hey, ixnay on the indicate say talk, sister."
Oh, what are they gonna do? Send people to kill me?
Let's not do that tonight. Let's not say that. No. Aurora cuts Krellin off.
Magnus says, "Who is the syndicate?"
They sound bad. Don't ask. I don't know. But we already.
What if we
I put my arm around Magnus. Says, I'll tell you about them later.
what if we drew like a picture, and then like they can't see like a picture if we're drawing like syndicates?
We should, as the cabbie said, we should hold off until we get back to the circus.
Okay, I guess.
But I like where you're going with that.
Vans fly from the grandeur and splendor of the top of the pyramid. All the holograms. You fly through one. There's a girl talking there about something. You could buy like meaty O's or something like that. She's eating some meaty O's. When the O's goes open, and the vans go fly right through them. You go flying towards the Warrens, and it gets from light and splendor down to like out of character, like Hell's Kitchen, New York, down to like slums, and just like ramshackle buildings and weird lights and gunmen on top of roofs and things like that. And you float back down to your little home in the vacant lot in the Warrens. Okay, you guys make it back to the circus unharmed. And the night passes. You go to your own wagons. Okay, so the time passes. The next day comes upon you. The circus operates in its normal way. You guys are all becoming quite accustomed to by now. In fact, the show comes. The next day's show comes before you even notice it. You're in the middle of the show now. It's after the first break. And now it's time for Lita and Adil to have their act. So you're all kind of watching, some of you from the crowd, some of you from the staging tent. And so Aristodemos says, the amazing Lita and Adil. And he kind of disappears in a puff of smoke, and you see the spotlight comes onto the curtain, and Lita steps out. And she looks around, and she's carrying a mirror. She goes, she puts it down. Okay, and then there's this lone violin song, and Lita begins to dance, and a single hoop on a just floating there magically comes down with sparkles, and she sits on it, and then she gets spinning around and just moving around, and then she's hanging upside down. She looks around, and the violin trails off, and she looks in the mirror, and she drops down. She looks in the mirror again. She gets closer, and all of a sudden the mirror image steps out of it. And it's an exact mirror image of her. And you're not sure which one's Lita and which one's Adil. They look exactly the same. They normally look exactly the same. And then they both get on the trapeze, and they're sparkling and spinning around, doing tricks, moving back and forth. And at one moment, you could even have sworn that they merged together and were the same person for a second, and then merged apart. You see Royd back there. Yeah. Do the thing. Blah, 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 blah. He sees one of the girls changing in the side tent, getting ready when the contortionist, when the crack of the tent's open, he can see her changing. He's like, oh, yeah. Anyway. Okay, leading a deal. The whole crowd's like, ooh, oh, and they go flying around, and then they both go down to the ground, and then Lita or Adele, you're not sure which one, kisses the other one on the cheek and steps back into the mirror, and just the one is left alone, and the mirror goes dark, and the music ends, and then she bows, and then everyone goes, oh, they all stand up, they all clap. Ruja, this is an act. This is their act. This is their act. You've seen it a million times. They did just as well tonight as they normally do. Okay, everyone stands up and claps. You see all the darkness goes on. You hear Turk and Cozy get ready for their portion of the act.
Before that, I am going to send a hologram of people throwing money being thrown onto the stage to encourage. I'm the sap at the live performance.
Okay, very good, very good. +2. Roll hologram.
All right. Oof, that is not a good roll. That is a critical fail with a 99.
Okay, you're like, and you're like, nothing happens. You're like, oh, have a bit of a headache. One guy's like, hey, honey, can you and I hook up later after the show? You're distracted by this poor form of flirting.
Right. He doesn't get a response.
Okay, his friends are like, man, shut up, because the show's going on. Well, okay.
After I noticed that Royd was being creepy, I went and snuckily closed whatever curtain or put up some form of barrier so he could not do that again.
Nice.
Okay, you just kind of walk by, and you kind of walk by and just go like this, and keep walking. He looks, he rolls his eyes, goes, whatever.
I gave him a cocked eyebrow.
Okay. He's like rolling his eyes and casting at the same time. Whatever. Okay, Turk and Cozy come out. And Ursula says, Turk and Cozy, and they're doing their thing. Ruja, I've said you're up front. Krellin, you're in the back.
Deus is probably actually not even out, just kind of messing around, walking, kind of walking around, like not really in any one particular spot, just kind of looking around, seeing what people are doing.
Just still out trying to convince people to come in, particularly robot-y people.
Okay, you're out in the midway. Most people have filed in, so there's only some people out there looking at Frank's fire act. Ruja's already done her act for the night, and now she's in the main tent. But some of the spotters are out there. Some of the jugglers, some of the contortionists are out there as well. Roll either vision or PR. Magnus is with you.
My vision is 61. That would be a 96. My eyeballs fell out, apparently.
Okay, you're busy talking with. It seems like an actual noble with an actual child has shown up. You've never seen a child before. The noble shows up. A male shows up. They've got a very fancy kind of suit on with a red and golden vest with a kind of like a black tie. They've got 4 eyes, and they're blinking. Their child looks like a little version of them, but this one with 4 eyes, and their hair are all slicked over to the side, and the child's hair is slicked over.
Nobles have money, so I will cast cool little constructs to try to get the child entertained, and in the meantime, examine this child thing.
Okay, +2. You're amazed. You've never seen one of these child things before.
Yeah.
The noble is not letting the child go very far from their hip. Looking around, you see in the corners, you see the noble's got what looks like 4 actual police bots guarding them.
Wow. He maybe won the dice hole.
The black shiny bots kind of just stand there scanning like this as everyone walks by. So they both stop and look at someone. Magnus goes, wait, don't we know that person? He motions. There, in the hat.
What person?
Okay, you look. You see the man with the patchwork leather jacket and the cowboy hat with the feather walking. He was walking with a purple stride right towards the tent.
It's the right friend. Okay, so go see the circus. Great. Whoa,
Both the guardian bots go stop looking at him and watch him as he's walking.
Oh, look at the guardian bots are watching him.
Yes, I've noticed a 10% increase in their communications. But the guardian bots, as soon as he's out of range, they just stop and they just continue scanning the rest of the crowd.
Okay.
You can hear the sounds of engines roaring. You know it's Turk and Cozy's act now.
Okay, well, I want to follow him. I ended up my little constructs.
Okay, the child's like, oh, those, Daddy, those were amazing. Can we have some? Says, yes, of course, my love. I will buy them for you. Here's the main tent. Here's the
big top?
kind of, the big top, kind of the bleachers where they're all sitting. Oh, and you guys come from, there's a hole in this one right here, like this. There's the ball that Cozy and Turk are running in. Okay, the guy's gone in and he's paid a ticket and he's gone into the tent.
Okay, well, is just Magnus with me?
Yep.
Okay.
Shall we follow?
Well, oh my goodness, are you serious? Okay, come on.
Okay, gets pulled.
Okay, good luck, little kid thing.
This is the episode of him getting pulled around. Okay, you go in. Rosia, you notice the guy with the hat and the patchwork leather jacket has moved into some stands and is sitting there kind of on the side. Is over here. Rosia, you're over here.
Okay. And I will look at Royd, see what he's doing if I see that guy.
Where
Okay,
are we?
you look back. Royd is back here. You can notice him. He doesn't seem to notice. You just barely see his silhouette. He's doing his thing. He's casting. Aurora and Magnus, you walked in here. Dose, you are just looking around. So you happen to be right over here.
Cool. So
I want to go sit beside Stinky Hat Man.
I'm right by the Hat Man then.
Yeah, you should sit on the other side
Pretty
of him.
close. You're on the bleacher just adjacent to him.
Can I roll to see if I notice like Aurora looking this way?
Oh yeah, she's obvious.
Sure, roll. It will just take a normal success.
Yeah.
Actually, you will have a plus 20 because they are pretty obvious. The two of them stick out and they're moving together.
Okay, that's 27 out of my. I have a regular success with vision, so.
Okay, yeah, you do notice Aurora Magnus coming in. Krillin, you are back here where I said Royd was.
Right. Okay. Do I see this gentleman now?
It would be very difficult for you to see out in the crowd. You'll have a minus 60, but you can roll your vision.
No.
You didn't happen to notice. It's really hard. There's just like a little tent, like a 1 foot thing you could look through to barely see him.
It's all good.
So.
All right, there's the dun, 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 dun. Is that part of their show where the light ball is totally illusionary now? Turk and Cozy are drawn out. They're back there behind you, Krellin. Turk's eating a sandwich. Cozy's just looking at her bike, fixing some things. Royd's going, shake the ball.
I'm a flirt with Turk.
Okay.
Turk is sexy, so.
He's quite attractive. All the Geisens say so. All the Geisens who swing that way say so, and even some who don't.
If Dose has, which I noticed, I'm gonna say Dose moves to sit by the gun person, and being also a gun person, Dose has their guns, just like
the non-obvious.
like what they did back in the casino of like brushing the jacket aside and just like hands on the hips, like hey, so that's what Dose is gonna do right next to him.
Okay. I put the Hat Man in red. Not that I'm preempting he was going to do anything evil, but just to make him stand out.
Okay, yeah.
Quick, kill him. Quick.
Kill him right now. Just shoot a
Says
man.
Aurora.
Shoot him is put him in red. Now you must shoot him. No.
Shoot a man.
Not quite yet.
No. Dose does not shoot a man, to be clear.
Okay, you, Krillin, you walk over to Turk. He's eating. He looks up at you, goes,
I don't believe we've had I don't believe I've had the opportunity to introduce myself. The name's Krellin. I'm fairly new around here.
He goes,
And you, my friend, are a very interesting sight to behold.
He goes, well, I know. He puts the sandwich in their hand. He shakes your hand. He goes, I'm Turk. This is Cozy. He motions to Cozy. She kind of goes, kind of motions at you. She looks at Turk.
Cozy.
Looks at Turk, goes like this. Turk goes, what? Oh, Cozy. Okay, yeah. Sorry, Krellin. I can't talk right now.
Absolutely.
I'll my big finish and get a lot of applause.
We'll continue this conversation later. Maybe have another big finish. And then saunter away.
Totally over his head and the helmet. He goes, yeah, sure, we'll talk later. He puts it down. Okay, Turk and Cozy. Turk goes and spins out, goes over a table, and Cozy goes around the table and goes, show off. Follows him in. Roy goes, hey, watch it, stupid blood. Have another drink. I am totally ready for this. Okay, they drive in, they slow down, and Aristodemos comes out. Ta-da! The whole crowd goes crazy. The Hat Man stands up, he claps. So Aristodemos appears on top of the floating ball. Aristodemos says, thank you, everyone. And the lights are shining on him. Says, now make it sure to come back at the end of the... And you hear this crack.